Is this a big Funko fail? Well, I bet you've been waiting for the Gastlecast to talk about this brand new Fundays news.
Fundays.
It's called a Fundays experience, Heather. Don't f this up.
Are you talking to me or Funko? Because I'm pretty sure it's already f***ed up if you're talking to Funko.
My man. So if you didn't know already, there has been new information released about Funko Fundays. Do you know what Funko Fundays is, Heather?
I sure do. Funko Fundays is such a fun event. It's typically held during San Diego Comic-Con, at least in recent years. It's pretty expensive, but the expense comes with a box of fun, normally a prototype, except in the year of 2023 when they decided not to give people prototypes, but instead...
Hold on.
But instead, they gave you food poisoning with their chicken sandwiches that were not cooked all the way. It's filled with fun, friends, games, promotions, sometimes musical entertainment, just lots of fun in general, and the prize patrol. And you could compete as 4 different teams in a big area to win prizes. In the prize patrol, they would come and they would deliver your team prizes when you won.
So Fundays was the biggest event for Funko all year. It was their shining star at the very top, the highest peak of all things Funko, and now they f***ed it up. And how did they F it up, you might ask? Well, this. Okay, so I want to start off by saying there are people defending this right now. We don't know what this means. It's very cryptic. So let me just read what this says. Here are Funko Fundays time slots. You can pick from 10 to 7:30. Each ticket is around $175 after taxes and fees. The 30-minute slot is the entry time according to the moderator in the Fanatic forum. Very interesting that the person giving us the data is a moderator from the Fanatic forum.
And not Funko.
I believe that Funko really should right now come out and explain what this all means, because we're reading this and it appears that you have 30 minutes to be inside of Funko Hollywood. But people are saying that's not true, and that's just the entry time slot. But there are other comments where people are saying, well, there has to be an exit time. Then there are others who are saying that this 30 minutes will include some sort of experience, almost like an escape room or some sort of game.
Let me offer my expertise. Can I do that? I don't know if this graphic came directly from Funko, but it's really weird that it says 10 a.m., 30 minutes underneath. In order to get people in at 10 a.m., they're not just letting a stampede of people in at 10 a.m. It'll probably be a check-in process. So maybe they're giving it like 30 minutes for people to check in.
Ooh.
And then they maybe take about 30 minutes or so to filter through whatever they're doing, this experience thing. Maybe it's throughout the store. Maybe they hand you your box of fun, slap you on the buttocks, and then tell you to get the f*** out.
Work one over on me, Heather. I'm ready for a slap in the buttocks.
If they're selling that, I'm fully in. That's maybe what the 30 minutes means. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually 30 minutes. People are speculating that it might be closer to like 45.
So this is far different from any other Fundays event, correct?
Yeah.
This is not the same thing. Fundays is usually held in a big gigantic room with entertainment, food, prizes, and everything else. This is different. They're sending you to Funko Hollywood, where you are to get there, and according to this, there are 30 minutes. We have no idea what the 30 minutes means. But this is not a go in, sit down, and we're all going to hang out in a big room together experience. This is something entirely different. Are we saying that it's going to be absolutely horrible? Nah, we're not saying that.
Most likely, but no, we didn't say that.
But we're not saying that. What we're saying is that this is different than a typical Fundays, and it's a 3-day event, which means that they're packing as many fans as they can into these 3 days.
Like little itty bitty sardines in one of them little itty bitty cans.
But I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is that there is a fire code. I like AI. What if we ask Google Gemini how many people fit inside of Funko Hollywood? Ready?
I don't know if I can tell you.
How many people can fit inside of the Funko Hollywood store? Unfortunately, there is no official capacity listed for the Funko Hollywood store. However, we can make an estimate based on its size. The Funko Hollywood store is a massive retail store spanning 40,000 square feet. Okay, so according to this, it says it could allow for several hundred people inside.
So does that mean like 300, 500?
It's making its best guess based off of what it knows on the internet about Funko Hollywood.
Got it.
Can it fit several hundred people? I don't know, but it is a big space. We've seen the photos. We've never actually been there. There are different rooms.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going to set up each room. You're going to walk through each room and do different things.
And that's what the experience part is.
Yes.
Funko Fundays is where you're sitting like at a table experiencing an entire show. I don't want to shit all over this experience because I think that it's different. I still do not like the fact that, one, it is called Fundays when it's obviously not Fundays.
They definitely need to rebrand it. And the box of fun needs to be rebranded too.
Absolutely. I also don't like that it's not happening during San Diego Comic-Con because then you're limiting people.
Yeah.
My guess is it's mostly going to be people who are close by to Funko Hollywood, or it'll be people who maybe aren't traveling to San Diego Comic-Con, but they're like, you know what? I can travel. I have that weekend free for the Fundays experience, so I'm going to go there, but unfortunately I'm not going to San Diego Comic-Con. Where I feel like at San Diego Comic-Con, you draw people from everywhere. It's not just people located there and maybe like a couple extra sprinkled in.
Well, typically when Fundays tickets go up, they sell out almost immediately. One, we have no idea how many tickets are going up. And I wonder if there's a way that somebody's going to figure out how many tickets are actually being sold.
Probably.
Because that's happened before. I would really like to know.
Same.
Because they're doing 3 days of this.
Yeah.
With these 30-minute time slots.
It's going to be a lot.
I just would like to know how many people they're going to be.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of boxes of fun they're going to have for all those people that are going to be entering this thing. Now, when they had that outdoor venue event,
at the show,
that had a lot of people in it.
It did.
So I would imagine it would be the same amount of people.
I'd say probably more.
More?
Yeah.
So the thing that's really shocking to us is that they're calling something Fundays when it isn't really Fundays. It's something entirely different, which is why they should be dropping the name.
I'm curious if they're going to show any preview type things, or they're going to have like I can't imagine them having like live music. This reminds me of that FunCon that they did.
Yes, exactly. We've talked about that.
It certainly does not remind me of Fundays.
This is really not Fundays in my opinion.
No.
This is a Fundays experience. They should have dropped the name. They should have called it something different, but they kept Fundays because it is a ticket selling name. When you attach Fundays to it, people are like, oh my God, I want to go. But if you called it like Funko Hollywood Day of Fun, would people really give a shit? Fundays is a selling point.
It is, but really, as someone who has no idea what's going on at this event past what we have read about, I think it would be better called Dumb Days.
Oh, Heather, how dare you? I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you said, but it's not very nice.
Neither is this event.
So let's read some comments from the very top. I actually like this depending on how many slot times challenges for 30 minutes. Then get refreshments and hang out and trade. Everyone is mainly there for pops, etc. Don't need to be there for hours on end. I think that that's what Fundays is that there's like a little dinner, you hang out with your friends, you got a show, it's a song and dance.
But not everybody wants that. I mean, some people just want to get their shit and go. You know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, but why even have an event then? Why even do anything? Just sell the box of fun and be over. And that's it. Why even have it Fundays? Why call it Fundays? Just say, hey, we're having a box of fun at Funko Hollywood. Come and get yours. It's a different box than the one that's online.
Because no one would pay $175 for it if it was just, hey, buy your box of fun.
Oh my God. What if it's like one of those Halloween things where you have to put your hand through a wall and there's spaghetti and you got to guess what it is?
Oh, don't
And it's somebody's
do that.
balls.
They wouldn't do that at Funko. Maybe they would. I don't know.
They failed to clarify the 30 minutes is just entry time information via the forum. You'd think they'd clarify that when you're paying $175 LOL. Completely agree. You think there would be a Funko person clarifying this instead of a moderator from the Fanatics board.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that the moderators are not affiliated with Funko in any way, because I don't know that that's been proven or disproven, but I think that they definitely are in contact with Funko for sure, and they know probably a little bit more than someone like me and you.
Funko should be putting something out about this. They should have put out something way ahead, and the reason why is that this is not a typical Fun Day situation. This is something entirely different, and I believe there needs to be a preface to whatever this is going to be, because you want to sell tickets. People have to understand what this is. If this is going to be another one of those fun on the run things, and let's say it's the same box across the board with a wobbler and a soda or what, right? It's just like a box of stuff that maybe people don't always care about. Like some people do, but not everybody. That's going to be a problem. You're going to have hundreds of pissed off people there. Friday is going to be the day. We're going to be able to see what is going on there, and then there's going to be 3 days of that. And I know there are some people who are going to want to buy multiple tickets to be there like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what if it's just all trash? That's the problem. That's the problem with this. We don't know what we're buying. I was always hoping they'd find a way to include more people. I always thought of it as Funko giving back to the community. But now Funko is going to be making money off of our cherished event. I love Funko and will continue to try to go to events and collect, but it's definitely never going to be the same. Grateful for the Fun Days I was able to attend. That is such a sad damn comment.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, the good old days were great, weren't they? And now look what they're doing. Time slots.
It's weird.
That's wild, LOL, 30 minutes. This will probably be like an escape room with options to win prizes by completion times if they have that many slots per day.
Interesting.
Possibly. That's a good idea. Man, Funko been dead and y'all still letting them charge you that much, LOL. The hunt is, can you find your way to the register? I think 1,000 tickets a day, 3,000 for the weekend. The source code said there will be time challenges and experiences. An assembly line at its finest. Fun Days is dead. Good luck to the box of L's in this climate. For a pick up and go box of fun, now I'll wait for the Buckeye sales. What a sad, sad day if this truly is going to be a terrible event. I hope it's going to be good, and don't think that I'm sitting back and I'm just being hateful. We're reading right now just a little bit that's out. There is not a whole lot of clarity. And by the way, we don't even know what the exclusives are going to be. Are there going to be different boxes? Are they going to hose this whole thing up? What are we looking at here?
You know, I wonder if it's priced the way it is because of the limited edition pops.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because we're not $15 across the board anymore for like con exclusives. We're at like $100 to $200 if it's like one of the 99 pieces. Like, are they going to include anything like that? Or
so I wonder if these would fall under the limited edition thing. I mean, maybe they don't. They're just separate.
No, I don't think so. I think that they would fall under that because it's already been implemented.
So what if like a person walks in and they get a 99 pop? Like they literally, that's all they get.
Like, would that be their box of fun? Or are they keeping it sort of streamlined to add up to that price? And like everyone gets different tiers, but like they're the same tier, but like different pops in each tier. You know what I mean?
Interesting thought. That's a very good point. I didn't even think about the limited edition thing.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
It seems like there is going to be like events that are taking place during this thing. So basically, it's like little experiences, maybe where you win things. Maybe that's how you find like some sort of golden idol grail thing. Remember we talked about Indiana Jones being a piece for this? Because it makes sense. We had talked about some leaked Fun Days lists many years back. And what we didn't know is that they were Fun Days exclusives for future years.
Yeah, or like possible exclusives.
And Indiana Jones was on there, and a golden version of Indiana Jones was on there. So I wonder, is the super limited one going to be a Freddy Funko, Indiana Jones, gold?
Signed by Harrison Ford.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a $100 to $200 pop. I mean, Harrison Ford ain't cheap.
He ain't cheap, that's right.
Is there like a knockoff Indiana Jones?
Well, there's Nathan Drake from the Uncharted games.
He's cool though, right?
No, he's really great, but I'm just saying, he isn't like the real Indiana Jones. He's sort of a copy.
He's not like Harrison Ford, is what you're saying.
Heather, nobody's like Harrison Ford.
Is Harrison Ford like Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford's a dreamboat, Heather. Nobody matches Harrison Ford. He's Han Solo, Indiana Jones, and also the president on Air Force One. Remember that movie?
I didn't watch it. I watched him in
fantastic action film.
I watched him in 6 Days, 7 Nights.
Just like Funko, you had to f everything up.
It's a good movie.
And then we do have this email that people were receiving for the tickets through the forum. Loyal Fanatic. The realm of Funko calls upon its bravest collectors and merriest mischief makers.
Okay, Funko, you better be careful because I'm about to trademark that, so you shut the f up.
Are you serious? So I feel like they can't use Funmaker anymore.
Probably, but why mischief?
Because they're trying to steal our shit, Heather.
Hold on.
To embark on the...
Hold on. Entertainment, enjoyment, amusement, excitement, pleasure. All synonyms for fun.
Heather, this show...
Pleasure makers.
This would be a completely different show if they were pleasure makers, Heather. Mischief makers to embark on the ultimate quest. The gates to Fundays 2025 Quest for the Grail are opening early for thee and thy fellowship. This is your exclusive chance to secure 2 tickets to Fundays 2025 Quest for the Grail. What to expect, and this is where it gets cut off. Join fellow adventurers on the ultimate Funko Quest, an unforgettable day of fandom.
Listen, if I weren't talking about it here on this video, I'd have already forgotten about it because this sounds dumb as shit.
All right, so truthfully, I'm baffled over this whole thing. The 30-minute time slot thing is really throwing me for a loop, but I want to know what it means. Funko, you need to let us know. You
do.
need to put something out so all of us collectors and Funko fanatics can understand exactly what the hell is going on here.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really care to understand. I just want to know so that I can make fun of it and talk about how dumb it is, because this is not the Fundays we know and love. And before we end this video, I want to give you a quote from a very good friend of mine who has been in Funko for years and years and years, who has always been so positive, even when things have not been so positive over at Funko. Okay, this is like one of the most positive people I've ever known in my entire life. I am so disgusted with this. It's over. How a company could just forget why anyone cared about it in the first place. I have never heard him say anything negative about Funko, ever.
He's never said that's for sure.
He's probably said it before.
I don't think so. He's
not in
he's
regard
very
to
pure, Heather.
He is.
The devil came out of him today. The devil. Funko brought the devil out of him. It's a sad state of affairs, and I hate to see 30-minute time slots.
Well, possibly. We don't know that for sure.
But what we do want to tell you, there's a fabulous event coming up from the real Mischief makers at Mischief Toys. Day of Mischief is upon us. We're only a couple weekends away. It's an event that takes place right here in Maryland. We have super incredibly cool exclusives. We got a story time experience for you and much, much more. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna want to miss it. If you're a Mischief Toys fan or a future Mischief Toys fan, make sure you go and get your tickets now and rock on with us very hard. Go to MischiefToys.com. We also have brand new Tiki shirts available. Go and get yours and find the treasure. There are treasures laced with some of those Tiki shirts that we will be shipping out. You could win a prototype. You could win a super limited gold pin or a very secretive pin that we haven't even shown you yet. Go over to MischiefToys.com and buy yours today. And don't forget that Day of Mischief ticket. All right, so I want to know your true thoughts. If you want to get angry in the comment section down below because you already got your ticket and you're super stoked, I totally understand. We're not trying to ruin your fun time. All we're saying is we do not have high hopes over this thing. But truthfully, as we always say, we want to see Funko do really great things. By seeing stuff like this, I don't have high hopes for it.
Me neither, but I hope Funko proves you and I wrong.
We'll have to see, and Funko, you need to put something out so people understand what the hell this is about, what those time slots are about, and how many people can fit in Funko Hollywood. We need to know. Let us know what you think about this and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to David Ruse, Jeremy DeLeon, Kate T, Edward Joseph, Ash Manor, Gawk Daddy, Doug Blair, Brian Gracie, Susan, and Christopher Knockoff. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock so hard. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast. Our upcoming call is this Saturday, the 17th of May, where we're going to be doing all sorts of giveaways, showing you upcoming Mischief toy stuff and much more. This is going to be a big call for us because this is happening just before our Guar Mischief Toys drop, our Day of Mischief event, and also our trip to Living Dead Weekend on Monroeville Mall. join up on this Patreon because I promise you it's going to be a blast. In order to join the call, all you have to be is level 2, and that's $5 per month. If you want to be level 3 and be a part of those giveaways, that's $10 per month. And if you want to go for the whole shebang, that's level 4 at $20 per month. That includes being a part of giveaways and also being a part of an even bigger giveaway that we do every other month. Check it out at patreon.com/Gastlecast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.